Hello subscribers, today's review will be on the Carnoraptor figure from Hasbro's Jurassic World Dino Hybrid line that was released in 2016. Wait, what's this? A Hasbro Jurassic toy? Oh no! But to be honest, this Carnoraptor is decent and one of the better Jurassic World dinos Hasbro has done. But that isn't saying a whole lot, and I'll explain why later in the review. So we all know that this is a retool of that awful Bashers and Biters Velociraptor Blue. Not only did it have a paint job that was horribly inaccurate to the film, but the head sculpt, it did not look like a Jurassic Park Velociraptor at all. It was poorly sculpted, and that overbite was definitely the worst part. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. So I'm glad that this retool turned out to be better. Let's talk about the good things about this toy. So we can all agree that the vast majority of Hasbro's Jurassic World sculpts are terrible. But you have to admit, for the Dino Hybrids line, they gave us some pretty awesome paint jobs. The Spinosaurus and the Stegoceratops, love those color schemes. And even the Dilophosaurus Rex. That figure has one of the worst sculpts I've ever seen, but I really love the gold with the black striping. And this Carnoraptor is no exception. As you guys know, red is my favorite color, and I think it works well for dinosaurs like the Carnotaurus. You see all the different types of colors they put on this toy, from orange to red and yellow. The striping is hands down the best part. I really like how they added these yellow lines around the striping to help the coloration pop more. I have to say, the plastic quality feels pretty durable. It's not too solid, but at the same time it's not too cheap. The proportions are decent as well, though the position of the hands are quite awkward, and that brings us to the negatives of this toy, which unfortunately outweigh the positives. The position of the hands are just awkward. If they were in this pose, they probably would have looked better. Another negative is the detailing. See, it's mainly just smooth throughout the body. You can barely see the musculature, the scales, and all these lines. And see, the teeth, people usually call this grandma teeth. See how lazily sculpted they are? The best detailing is probably on top of the head. See these little bumps right here? But that still isn't saying much though. I've seen better detailing. The detailing on the feet is just bad. You can't even see the line that shows the toes. It literally looks like shoes. Take a look at the average small dinosaur toy from Kenner or Mattel, and it will have superior detailing to this Carnoraptor. There's also the permanent dino damage, but it doesn't look that bad due to the red coloration. And of course you got the notorious screw holes, and there are 4 of them. This one is the most obvious, these ones don't look that bad. And the action feature, you push down the tail, and then the dinosaur opens its jaws. And yes, it feels pretty cheap. And the action feature just looks pretty awkward. I don't know why it's moving its head to the side. To start off with our comparisons, here is the Demon Carnotaurus from Kenner and the Action Attack Carnotaurus from Mattel. Out of these 3, the Mattel Carnotaurus is my favorite due to its amazing sculpt and detailing. Though all 3 of these have some pretty nifty red color schemes, so it's great that these companies know how to color their Carnotaurs. There was actually supposed to be a Growler Carnoraptor, which looked like a pretty cool toy, though it didn't have the cool striping that this one does. Unfortunately, it was never released. Since this is a Carnotaur Raptor hybrid, let's bring in the Mattel Battle Damage Blue. And yes, I know Carnoraptor is actually part Pyroraptor, but I'm just going to use Velociraptor since there are no Mattel Pyroraptors yet. And this is what I'm talking about. This blue is around the same size, the same retail price as this guy, and you can see how much better she looks. The next comparison is with the worst Mattel Jurassic World toy, and also one of the worst Jurassic Park toys ever in my opinion, the Mattel Tapejara. This is one of the very few times where I would take a Hasbro JW figure over a Mattel one. Here is the Dino Showdown Allosaurus Assault, which is also made by Hasbro, and just by looking at these two, you can see a huge dip in quality. Last but not least, here is the Dino Hybrid Carnoraptor next to the Collecte Mini Xiphactinus. Well, there you have it guys, this was my review on the Hasbro Jurassic World Dino Hybrid Bashers and Biters Carnoraptor. I have to say that this is decent, especially for Hasbro, but that really isn't saying something since it still has plenty of flaws and there are so many other Jurassic toys that are leagues above this. I'm going to have to give this Carnoraptor a 5 out of 10. The paint job is definitely its strongest characteristic. So if you guys enjoyed this review, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know in the comment section of what you think of this toy.